The movie begins with a desperate race toward Camp Half-Blood. A young girl named Thalia flees through the forest with Luke, Annabeth, and Grover, chased by a monstrous force determined to kill them before they reach safety. Realizing they won't all make it, Thalia sacrifices herself, standing her ground so her friends can live. Her tragic death moves Zeus to transform her into a mighty tree whose magic forms an impenetrable barrier, forever protecting the camp from the horrors outside. Years later, Percy Jackson, son of Poseidon, prepares for an intense camp competition. Confident, yet unsure of himself, he squares off against Clarus, the camp's brutally skilled warrior. Though Percy comes close to victory, he pauses to save a fellow camper from falling, giving Clarisse the chance to take the win. She mocks him as a one-quest wonder, dismissing his past heroism of retrieving Zeus's lightning bolt, but her words linger in Percy's mind long after. Still troubled, Percy retreats to the river to regroup and speak to his father. But Poseidon remains silent, leaving Percy to wonder if his success came from skill or luck. Before he can find clarity, he's summoned by Chiron and learns something that shakes him to the core. He has a brother. Not another demigod, but a cyclops named Tyson, a gentle, one-eyed soul who arrives with boundless joy to finally meet his sibling. Percy struggles with this unexpected revelation. Tyson, eager and innocent, sits beside him in the dining hall, unaware of the judgmental stares around them. Clarisse wastes no time ridiculing him, but her insults are cut short when Tyson senses something dangerous approaching. The earth trembles. Outside, a colossal metallic bull, powered by ancient magic, slams against the camp's protective barrier. To everyone's shock, the barrier shatters. The Colchis bull charges in, unleashing fire and devastation. Percy, Annabeth, and Clarisse fight desperately, but the beast is nearly unstoppable. When it corners Clarisse, Tyson leaps in front of her, shrugging off its flames. Cyclops are fireproof. Percy seizes his chance, thrusting his sword into the bull's mouth and destroying it from within. Before they can celebrate, Luke appears, alive and smug. Once Percy's friend, now a traitor, he reveals he sent the bull to test the camp's defenses. As he vanishes, Annabeth realizes the truth. Thalia's tree has been poisoned, their shield is dying, and monsters will come. The camp erupts in panic while Mr. D and Chiron scramble for a solution. Percy goes in search of answers and encounters the ancient oracle. Her skeletal spirit tells him of a prophecy. Kronos, the Titan King, will rise again, and only a child of the big three gods, Zeus, Poseidon, Hades, can defeat him. Shocked, Percy wonders if this destiny belongs to him, but he also learns of a powerful object, the Golden Fleece, capable of restoring life to anything, even Thalia's tree. Annabeth convinces Grover that the Golden Fleece is their only hope, but Mr. D refuses to send them, choosing Clarisse instead. Feeling overlooked, Percy considers the oracle's words about a cursed blade and wonders whether he's meant for this quest after all. That night, he makes his decision. With Annabeth and Grover by his side, he sets out to find the fleece before Luke does, and Tyson insists on joining them. Though Annabeth distrusts Tyson due to her traumatic past with Cyclops, she reluctantly agrees. Using magical mist to disguise Tyson's appearance, she summons the Chariot of Damnation, a terrifying supernatural taxi driven by three blind sisters who know more than they should. The fates mutter cryptic numbers to Percy, a riddle whose meaning he doesn't yet understand. Soon after arriving in Washington, D.C., Grover is ambushed by Luke's forces and kidnapped. Percy quickly realizes Luke wants the fleece too, planning to use it to resurrect Kronos. With no time to lose, Percy leads Annabeth and Tyson to Hermes, the messenger god and Luke's estranged father, hoping he can help them track the traitor. Hermes supplies them with magical tools and reveals Luke's location, a massive yacht called the Andromeda. Percy, Tyson, and Annabeth race to the shoreline, calling on Poseidon for aid. To Percy's astonishment, a magnificent hippocampus answers, carrying them across the waves toward Luke's floating fortress. They sneak aboard but are captured almost immediately. Luke taunts them, revealing he already has Grover, and plans to use the fleece to revive Kronos and destroy Olympus. He throws them into the brig, but Percy uses Hermes' artifacts to escape. As they flee, Luke confronts Percy and tries to convince him to join his rebellion. Percy refuses, and the trio barely escape in a lifeboat, thanks to the winds Annabeth unleashes from Hermes' magic bottle. On their journey, Tyson admits he feels unwanted. Everyone sees him as a monster, even Annabeth. Percy reassures him, but the moment is cut short when they're swallowed whole by a gigantic sea creature. Inside its stomach, they discover Clarisse's ship also trapped, crewed by undead sailors. The walls rumble as the monster prepares to digest them. Thinking fast, Percy uses his wits to blast open a path, and Clarisse steers her zombie-crewed vessel out of the creature's gut, towing Percy's lifeboat behind. After escaping, Percy realizes the strange numbers spoken by the fates were coordinates, leading them straight to the island of Polyphemus, where the Golden Fleece is kept. The island appears to be an abandoned amusement park, eerie and crumbling. Beneath it lies a cavern where Grover, disguised as a female Cyclops, has been stalling Polyphemus. Percy and the others attempt a stealthy rescue, but Polyphemus quickly discovers them. Tyson steps forward, hoping for kinship, but the monstrous Cyclops swats him aside effortlessly. Amid the chaos, Percy manages to snatch the Golden Fleece and slam the cave shut behind them. them, trapping the beast inside. But victory is short-lived. Luke and his soldiers surround them outside. He demands the fleece and fires an arrow at Percy. Tyson leaps in front of it, taking the shot. Percy watches in horror as Tyson falls into the churning sea below. Captured and tied up, the group is forced to watch Luke place the golden fleece on Kronos' sarcophagus. Percy is crushed by Tyson's loss, believing the prophecy is unfolding exactly as foretold. But Annabeth urges him not to surrender fate so easily. Heroes write their own destinies. Emboldened, Percy uses his sword to cut his bonds and free his friends. They battle through Luke's guards, but they're too late. Before Percy can reclaim the fleece, the sarcophagus bursts open. Kronos rises, massive, molten, ancient, the living embodiment of destruction. Luke approaches proudly, only to be lifted and swallowed whole by the Titan he resurrected. The heroes flee, but Kronos blocks their escape. Percy stands his ground, blade in hand. A monstrous creature lunges at him, delaying his advance, and Kronos seizes Grover, swallowing him as well. Percy fights with everything he has, slashing at Kronos' legs. The Titan realizes Percy carries the cursed blade destined to destroy him. Before Kronos can crush him, Tyson suddenly reappears, alive. The water healed him. With a mighty shove, he saves Percy. Reunited, the brothers attack together. Kronos lifts Percy high, declaring his destiny has already been written. But Percy refuses to bow to fate. With a roar of defiance, he drives the cursed blade into Kronos, tearing him apart and sending his essence back to Tartarus. Luke and Grover are expelled from Kronos' collapsing form, and the Titan is defeated once again. But their relief is shattered when one of Luke's minions stabs Annabeth. Percy races to her as she fades, barely breathing. Desperate, he takes the golden fleece and lays it over her. Its magic glows, reviving her from the brink of death. Annabeth, shaken and grateful, looks at Tyson with new eyes. She apologizes for misjudging him, realizing he's brave, loyal, and everything a true hero should be. Tyson beams with pride. Percy gives Clarice the fleece to honor her rightful quest, and together they return to Camp Half-Blood, where the fleece restores Thalia's dying tree and repairs the magical barrier. But peace brings new uncertainty. Chiron quietly warns Percy that the prophecy may not be about him at all, and destiny still has secrets to reveal. For now, Percy is simply glad the camp is safe, and he begins to accept the idea that destiny, frightening as it is, doesn't have to be a curse. The next morning, the camp erupts in shock as the fleece's power goes beyond healing the tree. It restores Thalia herself. She emerges alive, breathing, reborn after years as a spirit protecting the camp. Percy stares, stunned. She is the daughter of Zeus, another child of the Big Three. Suddenly, the prophecy's meaning shifts. Maybe the hero destined to face Kronos was never Percy at all, and so the story comes full circle. Percy saved Olympus once again, defied a prophecy, reclaimed faith in himself, and discovered that heroism isn't about fate, it's about choice. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this epic recap, make sure to like the video, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. More thrilling adventures are coming your way, so stay tuned.